Hello everybody, it's Andy here from Mudra Metta Wellness, and I am on Ile Verte in Quebec. It's a beautiful little island and a beautiful day in September, and I am going to share with you a practice that is just nice and short, and this is a special practice for anyone who cannot bring their head below their hips. So if for whatever reason you're not able to bring your head lower than your hips, whether it's health reasons or any other reason, then this practice is for you. So I hope you enjoy. So grab a mat and we'll go ahead and get started. So just come to any comfortable seated position. Take a moment to wiggle around, grounding down your sit bones. At the same time, you're lengthening up your spine, so drawing the top of your head towards the sky. Slightly tuck your chin to lengthen out the back of your neck. Bring your hands to your knees or to your thighs and gently close your eyes. And just take a few moments to breathe in and out through your nose, nice and deep, all the way down into your belly, feeling the belly expand and contract with every inhale and exhale. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, relax your hips. And just notice how you feel in this moment. Now let's just start to deepen the breath, breathing a little deeper, still through the nose. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale once more. And this time as you exhale, slowly bring your chin down to your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Inhale once more. And exhale, allowing the head to feel a little heavier. As you inhale, raise your head back up. Bring your right hand to the top of your head. And then as you exhale, relax your right arm, relax your head over to the right, feeling the stretch in the left side of your neck. One more deep breath. And then inhale, guide your head back to center. Exhale, release. As you inhale, bring your left hand to the top of your head. And as you exhale, relax your arm, your head, all the way over to the left. One more deep breath. Inhale, guiding your head back up to center. And exhale, release your left hand down to your thigh. On your next inhale, raise your arms up over your head. Bring your palms together, interlock your fingers and press your palms to the sky, stretching out your fingers. On your exhale, scoop out the spine, rounding it out. Bring your hands down. Inhale, straightening up the spine, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, release your arms down to your sides and roll the shoulders back. We're going to twist, so bring your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand comes behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit further. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release your hands to your knees. And let's switch. Bring your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind your back. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, twist over to the left, looking over your left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale a little further. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release your hands to your knees. Roll the shoulders back once more. From here, extend your right leg out to the side. Just a nice gentle angle here. Turn a little bit to the left. Your hands on either side of your left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, gently walk your hands out in front of you. Lock your elbows and allow your forehead to drop down towards the floor. Feel a gentle stretch in your right inner thigh. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. One more breath. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your body, coming to a straight spine, and we'll switch the legs. Bring your right leg in, extend your left leg out to the side. Turn your torso towards your right knee, Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, palms to the mat. Lock your elbows and take 3 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, allow your forehead to drop. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your body. And bring in that left leg. And we're going to turn. So we're facing the lengthwise direction of your mat. And we're going to make our way to our hands and knees to tabletop position. So any way you like, you can come to all fours onto your knees and your hands. And if your knees are sensitive, you can just fold up a blanket and put it in between your knees and the mat. Or you can also just fold up the mat so you have a little bit more padding underneath the knees. So just finding your tabletop with your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And we're just going to swing the hips side to side here. So you feel a gentle stretch in the hips as you move, moving nice and slow. And then we're going to start to circle those hips. Drawing big circles, allowing those circles to get a little bigger and bigger. Making sure you're spreading your fingers and pressing down into the knuckles and the fingertips so the weight is spread throughout the hands. When you're ready, you can switch the direction of those circles in your hips. Keep breathing as you move all the way around. And then slowing it down, coming back to our side to side movement with the hips. And then finding your way back into center. So with the right leg, we're going to tuck the right toes and press back, straightening that right leg. Just pushing back a little bit. Use your hands to push forward. It might help to bring your hands in front a little bit. So you can push the mat forward. Feel the stretch in the back of your right leg. The calf, the Achilles tendon. Take 1 more deep breath. And then release that pressure. Bring your right knee back down to the mat. Tuck your left toes, straighten that leg and push back once more, feeling the stretch in the back of your left leg. Take a couple of breaths. And then release. Bring that left knee back down to the floor. And this time we're going to move the right foot out to a 45-degree angle. Straighten your left leg, placing the arch side of your foot on the floor in line with the right side of your body. And inhale, your left arm comes up to the sky, looking up towards that left hand. Open up your chest. Allow your head to relax, to dangle here. Take a couple of breaths. And then as you exhale, bring that left hand back down to the floor. Your left knee comes back where it was, setting up in your tabletop again for the other side. Just shifting the hips side to side as you move between these poses. All right, so from here, move your left foot out 45 degrees. Straighten your right leg, the arch side of your foot in line with the left side of your body. And inhale your right arm up to the sky. Looking up towards that right hand, opening up in the heart and the chest, relaxing your head. 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, release your right hand back down to the floor. Your right knee comes back. Tabletop once again in side to side motion with the hips. All right, we're going to come into a version of child's pose from here. So separate your knees wide to about the width of your mat. Keep your big toes together in the center. Send your hips back. We're not going to put the head down because we don't want the head to be lower than the hips. Bring your elbows down, your palms together, and you can rest just the bones over your eyes on your thumbs here. So your head can rest, your hips can rest. If that's not comfortable, you can also place one palm over the other and rest your forehead on the backs of your palms. We're just going to take 3 breaths here. Feeling heavy in the hips, restful in the head. One last breath. And then on your next exhale, release your hands back down to the mat. We're going to come back up to your tabletop. Bring your knees back into center underneath your hips. And then we're going to tuck the toes, walking the hands back towards you. And then coming up into a squat and then standing all the way up. I'm just going to straighten my mat. You can do the same if you've bent your mat. All right, coming up to standing, we're going to come to the top of the mat here. Just coming into mountain pose. So bringing your feet together, lift your toes, spread them wide, and relax them back down on the mat. From here, engage your quadriceps, so feel your knees lifting up. Tuck your tailbone, engage your abdomen, draw your shoulders back, and your palms face the front. Shoulders are relaxed, and imagine there's a string pulling you up from the top of your head all the way up to the sky. Take a breath. All right, from here, reach your arms back behind you as far as you can and inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, swoop your arms forward, send your hips back into chair pose. Take a deep breath here. And then bring your hands down to your heart center. And then we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. So the right leg is straight, the left leg is bent, maybe about 90 degrees or maybe not so much, depending on how far you want to take this. And then we're going to open up the arms into Warrior Two. So bringing the arms parallel to the floor. See if you can point your hips towards that front wall. And look towards your left hand middle finger. Engage your core. Feeling strong in the belly. Take one more breath here. And then turn your left palm upside down. Dip back, reverse warrior. Your right hand comes to your thigh, slides down your leg, and your left arm comes up over your head. Look to the sky. Take a deep breath. And then coming back to your warrior two, arms parallel to the floor. One more breath. And then your right arm swoops forward as you turn towards the front, warrior one. Both arms come to the sky. Take a breath. And then on your next exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Lift up your back heel. And then we're going to take a big step forward, bringing your feet together at the front of your mat. And inhale, raise your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. Take a breath. And then bringing your hands to your hips, not to your hips, sorry, down to your sides, palms facing the front once again, finding that mountain pose. So engaging in the quadriceps, tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Take a breath. And then inhale, reach your arms behind you, opening up in the chest. Exhale, bend your knees, swoop your arms forward, chair pose once more. Take a breath here. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. And we're going to take a big step back with your left foot. So your left leg is straight, your right knee is bent, facing forward just now. And then open up your arms into warrior two. Take a couple of breaths. Looking towards your right hand middle finger. Your arms are parallel to the floor. Engage your belly. And then turn your right palm upside down. Dip back, reverse warrior. Your left hand comes to your thigh, slides it down your leg. Don't put any weight in that left hand, just use it for balance. Take one more breath. And then coming back, warrior two. One more deep breath. And then your left hand comes down, twisting your hips, coming into warrior two, facing the front. Warrior one, sorry. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Lift your back heel and take a big step forward. And then inhale, raise your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath here. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we're going to come back to the center of your mat and come down to the floor in a nice, comfortable, seated position. Take a breath. And then we'll bring the soles of our feet together for this one. Tuck your heels in as close as you comfortably can get them to your body. And you can either hold on to your ankles or interlock your fingers around your toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, butterfly the knees. Feel the stretch in your inner thighs. 2 more breaths here. And then slowing it down, coming back to stillness. Release your hands. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and guide them into center as you release your feet in front of you. All right, from here, extend your left leg out in front and your right foot comes to your inner thigh. As you inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, and as you exhale, reach forward as far as you can. We're reaching more far forward than down. We're not trying to round the spine, but keep it nice and long. So think of your chest moving forward rather than your arms. And then just relax your head. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And then release your hands, slide your hands back up your leg as you come back to a straight spine. Bring your right hand to the outside of your knee and guide that knee back up. And then step your right foot on the outside of your left knee. We're going to twist here, so bring your right hand behind you to the floor. And then just take a hold of that knee with your inner elbow. Or you can place your elbow on the outside of your knee with your palm facing up. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, twist to look over your right shoulder. And just press a little bit into that knee or elbow, maybe pulling or pushing, depending on the position of your arm. And take 3 more breaths. And then release, come back to center. Take a hold of that right foot and ankle and just bring it a little further so the side of your foot is on the floor, on the side of your body. Coming into a half cow face pose from here. So, as you inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, reach forward with your arms, dropping your forehead down. Take 2 more breaths here. And then sliding back up your leg, pulling up on that top knee and release your foot out in front of you. And let's do the same sequence on the other side. So bending your left knee, placing your foot on your inner thigh. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, reaching forward with a straight spine as far as you can. And then holding on wherever you reach, maybe your ankle, your calf, or your foot. Inhale once more, and exhale, relax your forehead down. 3 more breaths. As you inhale, slide your hands up your leg, coming back to your straight spine, and your hand comes to the outside of your knee, guide it back into center. We're going to twist again, so bring that left foot to the outside of your right knee. Your left hand comes to the floor behind you. And then you can either just hug your knee with your inner elbow, or bring that elbow to the outside of your knee with your palm facing the sky. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist. Look over your left shoulder. 2 more breaths. And then, as you inhale, come back to center, releasing that arm. Take a hold of that foot and just bring it a little further over to the side, lining up your knees one over the other, and coming to a half cow face pose on the other side. So inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, folding over those legs once more. 2 more breaths here. falling back up to a straight spine. Release that knee and then straighten it out in front of you. All right, from here, swing your legs out in front of you. We're going to come down onto our backs. So just lying down with your knees bent, your feet flat on the floor, and let's do a little windshield wiper of the knees. So you can rock those knees side to side, keeping a little distance between your feet. Feeling the twist of the spine. And then coming back to center, we're going to come into a figure 4 stretch. So we'll start with the right leg. So bring your right foot or just your ankle just over your left knee. And then we're going to draw those legs in towards our face. Your right hand comes through the hole and your left hand comes around, and you can interlock your fingers behind your thigh or for a bit more of an intense stretch around your shin. Bring your head back down to the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, if you have a bit of extra space, you can start to bend your elbows, drawing your knees in a little further towards your face. Take 3 breaths here. And then release. Bring your left foot back down to the floor, and then your right foot comes back down to the floor, and we'll switch. So your left ankle comes over your right knee, just on your thigh. Legs come in towards your face. Your left hand through the hole, right hand interlocks your fingers around your thigh or your shin for a bit more of a stretch. Your head comes back down to the floor, and on an exhale, bend your elbows if you have the space. And take a few deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can release your hands, bring your right foot back down to the floor, and your left foot follows. Once again, you can rock your knees side to side, twisting the spine. And then coming back to center. From here, bring your right hand, your palm to the floor, arch your spine, and just slide your hand underneath your lower back. You can rest your back down on your palm. And then you can bring your left hand up over your head. Lift your head, bend your elbow so that your palm is just underneath your upper back. And you can rest your back down on your hands. Keep your knees bent, and maybe you can rest your knees in towards each other if that's more comfortable. We're just opening up gently here in the shoulders. We'll take 3 breaths here. And then we're going to release those hands one at a time. And then switching the hands. So this time the left palm comes underneath the back. Palm is facing down. Arching your spine, slide your left hand under your lower back. And your right arm comes over your head. Lift your head, bend your elbow, and just send your palm against your upper back. Rest your spine down on your hands to lock them into place. And we'll take 3 or 4 deep breaths here. release. One hand and then the other. This time, bring your knees into your chest, give them a little squeeze, and rock side to side. Feel the massage of your lower back into the floor. And then we'll come into a twist. So bring both your knees over to the right. Maybe your right hand can rest on top of the outside of your left knee. And then extend your left arm all the way out to the left. Turn your face to the left side. Take a deep breath. One last breath here. And then use your right hand on the outside of your right knee to guide both knees back to center. And then all the way over to the left. Your left hand comes on top of your right knee, and your right hand extends out to the right. Turning your face to the right side, twisting the spine. Take 3 breaths here. And then use that left hand to guide your knees back to center. Give them one more little squeeze. And then release your arms and legs all the way down to the edges of your mat, a little further than your mat. Close your eyes and let everything go. If there's any leftover tension anywhere in your body, maybe in your eyebrows, in your hips, in your fingertips, just let it go. Imagine your entire body melting into the mat, into the earth. And when you're ready, you'll slowly start to make our way back by slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes. And starting to rotate your wrists and your ankles. And then bring your feet together, extend your arms over your head. Inhale with a full body stretch. And when you're ready with your exhale, you can bend your knees and roll over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow. And then, when you're ready, press your hand into the mat. Make your way back up into a comfortable seated position. And then bring your palms together at heart center and slightly bow your head. We'll end our practice today with one Om. Starting with an inhale. Exhale. And inhaling to chant Om. When you're ready, you can slowly blink the eyes to open. And that concludes our practice for today. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.